In the last hour, occupied Sao Paulo high-rise collapses amid fire, 1 dead in the last 4 hours. Video, burning building collapses in Brazil in the last 6 hours. Squatter-occupied Sao Paulo high-rise collapses amid fire, at least 1 dead. Sao Paulo tower used by squatters collapses in fire. Fire collapses Brazilian high-rise, 1 dead. Sao Paulo apart block collapses in fire. Burning high-rise occupied by squatters collapses in Sao Paulo, Brazil. Raging inferno collapses office building in Brazil in the last 8 hours. Video, Sao Paulo building collapses in deadly fire. Watch dramatic moment. High-rise building collapses. Sao Paulo building collapses in deadly fire. Burning tower block collapses in Brazil. 1 dead in Brazil. High-rise fire that collapses building. Watch 20-story building in Brazil collapses after fire. Earlier today, tower block collapses in Sao Paulo after fire. Burning building in Sao Paulo collapses, at least 1 dead. Brazil high-rise collapses after catching fire, leaving at least 1 dead. Sao Paulo high-rise collapses after massive inferno, killing at least 1 high-rise building in Sao Paulo collapses. During fire, high-rise in Brazil's most populous city collapses in fire. Brazil fire, Sao Paulo tower block collapses. Burning Sao Paulo tower block collapses. High-rise in Brazil collapses after massive fire. Brazil high-rise building collapses after vicious fire. Sao Paulo high-rise collapses during massive fire, at least 1 dead. Burning Sao Paulo apartment building collapses. Building engulfed by fire collapses. Sao Paulo high-rise collapses during massive fire, victims unknown. Video, high-rise in Brazil collapses during fire. Blazing building collapses in Sao Paulo, 1 dead, 3 missing. Building in Sao Paulo collapses in fire, at least 1 dead. Blazing building collapses in Sao Paulo, 1 dead, 3 missing. People trapped as tower block collapses in fire. Building collapses in blaze, leaving unknown number of victims. Raging inferno collapses tower in Brazil. Brazil tower block collapses after inferno. Video, burning tower block collapses in Brazil. Burning building collapses in Sao Paulo. Grave fears as burning tower block collapses during massive blaze. Burning tower block collapses in Sao Paulo. Tower block collapses in Sao Paulo after fire. Building in Sao Paulo collapses during fire, victims unknown. Tower block collapses as huge fire rips through building in Brazil. Residential tower block collapses after huge fire rips through building. Video, horrifying moment. Tower block